Hello guys, welcome back to Helix Interactive, and today I'm gonna be showing you how to make a gliding mechanic, which is easier than I thought it would be. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was easier than I thought it would be to make. When I started it, I actually didn't know it was gonna be this easy, but it is actually that easy, and it's Unity beginner friendly. So I will get right into it, and I can share what's going on, and I can show you how to make a gliding mechanic. So first things first, let me show you an example of the gliding mechanic. So what happens in the glide is basically, oh wait, eh, eh, oh, 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 and boom. So this is what a gliding mechanic is. See that? That's how you glide. So how to do it? First, it's actually you don't need to worry about anything on here. You don't need to worry about anything. What you need to do is go on your player code, which is player controller, and I will show you what you need to add and how do you need to add it. So let's get into it. And here's the code. So first things first, we go to player controls, which is right here, and I will show you what I did exactly for the gliding mechanics. There. So glide settings. First things first, you check the glide. You make a private float called glide fall speed. So what type of speed you wanna fall? Make sure the glide falls on. So it can fall like a proper gravity, or you can control the speed like stuff like that. Is gliding. If the player is not gliding, you make a private bool called is gliding, which is you need to add. Next things. Okay, fixed update, but you don't need to worry about that. If player is playable, you don't need to worry about this part as well. But this part is what we're looking at. If the player is gliding, which you press O in the stuff, which is my just, or you can put it anything you like. I put it as controller button O, which is right here. This is my controller, which I use for my Unity playthroughs and stuff like that. It's actually very nice. I bought it for my PS4. I wanted to use it on PS5 as well, but then I realized that you can't use this one because it's a USB-C. So I just use it. I just use it now as my Unity playthrough, which is very nice actually. So yeah. Is gliding. If the player is gliding, you check the RB velocity, which you need to make sure that the player has. If you don't know where to add it, it's actually wait, but actually RB velocity is RB means rigid body. So whatever the rigid body player is, I just named it M under RB, but that's it. And okay, if you don't want to change the direction of where the glide is happening, then you go M under facing right, which I added here. Where do you go? 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 Yeah, there it is. Private bool if M is facing right, which is basically a player conundrum, which you add, and if the player is facing right, then glide horizontal speed dot minus the glide horizontal speed. So it's going to be fixed horizontal speed based on the facing direction. So, and it's going to be fixed vertical speed, which is basically a minus for fall speed, glide fall speed, which you already discussed. Next thing comes is gliding. If only not gliding. If the player is not gliding, facing right, move input, move wherever you want. If you're not facing right, don't move wherever you want. So, next thing comes glide and input system. Input system I've added personally as I've added as joystick 2, which is O. You can do whatever you want. And if the player is grounded, then the glide system can't happen. If the player is not grounded, then is gliding becomes true. Once gliding becomes true, then it's just you just go if or else statements and that's it. And glide. And that's it actually. That's how easy it is to make a glide mechanic. Gliding is actually very easy. I'll show you what to do in Unity as well. Uh, which is right here. Let me share. So you go to project settings where you have your thing, and there you see where I've added a glide for an input set. Actually, first you need to go input settings and add a glide mechanic first. Which, wait, let me actually show you. I think I'm confusing myself as well, but it's actually not that hard. You just follow me. So glide random set, say you set is as glide, and glide input button glide input, and that's it. That's pretty much what you need to do in the glide mechanic. Glide input script. Now let's get back to Unity and we go to project settings. Project settings, you don't need to worry about that. Glide comes. Glide comes, joystick button 0. Oh, no, sorry, not joystick button 1. Actually, oh wait, sorry. Joystick button 1 is X. Joystick button 0 is X. And joystick button 1 is O. So use O to X to jump and O to glide. That's my bad, I'm so sorry. But joystick button 1 is O. And space alt button, positive button is space, obviously, but that's how you use it. You set your settings at key or mouse button, x-axis, get motions from all joysticks, and you always make sure that now the name is always right. Always, always, always. Nothing else, always. And that's us. That's how you make a glide mechanic, and that's it. That's all it is. So I would like to thank you guys for joining. Keep supporting us, keep subscribing, keep following us, and tutorial develop and play. That's our motto, and that's what we go through. So please enjoy and thank you for joining.